It's rough, mate. Lee Jaay, this is rough, this one, mate.
Mate, this is hitting me big. Hey guys, welcome to our reaction of Ren, Penitence with feat Molly Mckinna. What a mouthful.
Well done, Lee Jaay. Do you know what? I'm really looking forward to this. But do you know what? I found out a fun fact, right? So Ren's Thicker Boy album, released on October the 13th, Lee Jaay, will actually have quite a bit of, well, some bits of Welsh language in it.
Someone's saying do a song in Welsh. There is a little bit of Welsh on this album, I'll say that much. You'll see. You'll see. There's a little bit of Welsh on this album.
Which, Lee Jaay, I'm so glad you're Welsh, because you're going to be our main translator for this bad boy when it does come to the Welsh part.
I'm looking forward to that, ladies and gentlemen. We've also got a question for you. If you think you're a big Ren fan, what year was he born? We love a little quiz to test you guys whilst you're watching our videos. Enjoy the reaction, ladies and gentlemen.
Lately, I think I was
I've never heard this, Molly.
time in my chest beating slower like the cloudy color of them fading.
Who's that, I wonder? Is that Molly?
Fading.
Oh yeah, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I said, is that Molly? And I just noticed it's a bit of stubble. I like it so far. She's got a nice voice, you know. First time hearing Molly Mckinna. I don't know who she is. Is she a friend of Ren or whatever? I don't know. Leave it down in the comments. But so far, lovely little voice. I'm looking forward to Ren's bit, how he introduces himself. Sometimes he likes to mingle his voice into what they're doing, you know, and he's very artistic in music. So let's see what he does.
I'm not gonna lie, mate. Her voice seemed to like touch my soul there, mate. Like I felt myself getting
That was
a
me.
little bit. Oh, thanks, Lee Jaay, baby. But like, well, you made me feel like vulnerable there. Yeah, and I love it. Like when a woman can do that with a voice, like makes it so, make you feel so like vulnerable. Also, I like that picture that's displayed.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
really weird.
Like, he's like looking left, but he's not. It's like merged. So his eyes not facing.
Fading out, fading.
That is really smart. It's really actually tripping me out.
Oh, the heavy heart I carried went over your head and over
Beautiful.
mine.
I don't know why, but that sort of reminded me of the beginning of a James Bond film then. Don't know why. Not, it was because obviously the floating woman or like stuff, but it was just because of like the voice.
Like, it does have that sort of similar reference. We do know Ren likes his James Bond stuff. I mean,
He did the whole James Bond, so
yeah, Money Game Part 2, wasn't it? Where he did the whole thing. He likes his James Bond. He might have been influenced with it. I mean, at the moment,
No, I think it was Love Music Part 2 or 3. I think.
Oh, that's it. What did I say? Money Game. Oh, did I say Money Game? I meant Love Music Part 2.
Over
Right, here we go. Okay.
More piano. Love it.
Oh.
I counted the days she left like a prisoner, etching markings on my skin with an old knife, scratching. You see, I wanted the physical to match the psychological, and yet no matter how hard I dug, I still could not match that pain. I longed for reasons, I sung with demons, I sat in a dark, dusty room, barely moving, breathing. I chewed through my own umbilical cord attached to her navel. I wanted to be separate.
It's something we've always known about Ren. He's quite the poet, and it's amazing how he can, you know, for a lot of people out there that have got, you know, mental health issues and whatever they may be suffering with, it's amazing to hear an artist put it into such poetic terms. He's basically saying, you know, I'm showing the physical pain so you understand what I'm feeling on the inside, and I really think that's a strong thing to say because, you know, unfortunately it's a thing that happens in real life.
And he said, you know, he's gone through those points where he was like, nah, I'm ready to call it because it's just not getting better. And he's glad he didn't, but I've got a feeling he wrote this, mate, at that point where he wanted to. It is sad. And it's like very raw, emotional, and but again beautiful because he's just a poet and he puts it into such a beautiful sort of analogy. And
Oh, this one's touching me inside, I think. Oh, thank you.
I think my mind is leaking.
mind leaking. Smart.
Solitude is so depleting.
I did it to myself.
I wonder if that's actually
I
her.
know that you are faithful. I did it for my health. How come I'm still unstable and falling far from hell?
It's just amazing, isn't it? I showed someone at work recently and I said, oh, you need to listen out to Ren, and they said the same thing, that it's like you listen to one song and you listen to another song when you're first hearing out Ren and you're going through that rabbit hole, and sometimes you forget it's the same artist, because one song could be like this, then the next song could be like Sick Boy, then the next song could be like the Tales of Jenny and Screech. It's just love music. I mean, it's just, you know, he'll go, right, I'm not a rapper, I'm not this, I am Ren, and I'll just do what I want because that's how I feel at the moment, and I love that about him.
I think this song is completely aimed at like the suicide part of him at this part. I mean, you got the woman falling, which I'm assuming is Molly. I don't know. We don't know Molly. Let us know in the comments, but she might have had the same feelings. Then you got the blood spilling into the water, which is like almost like, you know, people that tend to like cut themselves in the bathroom sort of thing. Oh, mate, this is rough, mate. Anyone at home that's sort of going through these hard moments, just know that you can get better.
Yeah, and that's what the comments for, you know. Be open about it. Speak to each other.
Stable and falling far from hell. The suicidal angel.
Well, she's talking about it as well, so I'm assuming, yeah.
Falling so ungraceful, banished into hell.
I wish that I could stop crying. They say that the body is 70% water. I feel like I must have reduced mine by a considerable fraction. Newton's third theory states that for every action there must be an equal and opposite counter-reaction. And so I retrace my steps and try to find reasons in the arms of my demons, cause I can't find healing if I can't find meaning in conundrum. Leaning on my dom, no feelings how the news high, beaming when I hung from ceilings when I run from demons that are living in my head and escape.
Right, I need him to stop for a second, man. Fucking hell, like, Ren, slow down, buddy, because we are trying to capture these words. Now, penitence, if I'm right, I might be wrong, is like the sorrow or feeling of, you know, sorrow for doing something wrong, or the action of doing something wrong. It's a feeling that's doing something wrong. Obviously, penitence within suicide is that maybe when you get past it, he's looking at the back like, oh my God, I nearly did that. And now looking back, you know, it's wrong, but I need people to know that you can get past it. And it's so much lines that come in there. Oh.
I mean, we've said it before. I mean, we said it like over the point where King Dotter and Ren diss was going on, where like Ren is an open book. Like he literally puts his whole life, soul, every emotion, every feeling on the table for us, the viewers, to enjoy. And like, you know, for those that are struggling to relate to and to sort of see that guidance, and you know, because you look at him now, you wouldn't think it, mate. You wouldn't think it. He's like what, #1 pre-order chart, like just come above Rolling Stones in the iStore, mate. He's killing it. And it's like, you know, overcome your demons, baby. Oh, it's rough, mate. Lee Jaay, this is rough, this one, mate. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I don't. This is fucking hitting me big.
Drum leaning on my dom, feelings how the news high, beaming when I hung from ceilings when I run from demons that are living in my head and escape. Fate and disapparate, evaporate, evacuate and then activate. Fate, but it cut the brakes. Now I'm driving my universe into a lake in the way. Weight of the world, don't wait. We make mistakes when it's all a state. For goodness sake, a dog will take, but I don't want to eat that cake. I ruminate inside meaning to illuminate a dark mind. I communicate without speaking, and I've seen so much I went blind. I live in a lie with the lion inside, living a lie with the lion inside, and my mind is hungry for my sanity, I live in a lie with the lion inside, living a lie with the lion inside, and my mind is hungry and I don't know why.
I'll tell you what, mate, isn't it so artistic? You know, like, you know, you've really got to have an artistic mind to understand some of the things there, you know, like where he's, you know, flashing out when the camera changes the theme of the camera and the filter of it, and then the head's gone and the rose is there trying to pull yourself out of that, like that wrapper almost, like you're stuck in this plastic where you can't breathe. You know, it's really smart.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely brought the tempo up a bit, like the sort of like
He does that though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does that, mate, because he'll bring it down, and that's like him. Like he does it quite a bit where he'll like, right, it's destroying me, and he comes back with a rap, and it's sort of a big way of saying, you know, big fuck you right back to you.
Yeah.
Sort of,
also, it brings up his fans who listen to the song. You know, might feel a bit down at the beginning. He doesn't want to leave his fans on the low. You know.
My sanity. I live in a lie with a lion inside. Live in a lie with a lion inside, and my mind is hungry, and I don't know why. Pressure drop, deep breath, time stops.
Ooh, that reminds me of
It's
Sick Boy.
broken, etc. ... Pressure drop, pressure drop, pressure drop. I feel it consuming. I can't stop. ... The lines join the dots, and I'm tying knots. Then divide and multiply. Square the root of pi. Beat the puzzle. I try to keep my mind focused on the line. Hopscotch and pop rocks. I take shots of teardrops. When I drop a pill pop, I find peace and time stops.
Wow.
Bloody hell, Ren.
That was a great throw.
Oh, that was a very strong, very emotional. I think that had the same lot of level of emotion like he did with BB, you know, Crutch. Like that was hardcore emotional, mate. We don't do emotions in Highly Reactive. We're not very good at expressing emotions in Highly Reactive. But like that one, I think that one hit us in the field,
kicked
mate.
us in the field, yeah. A great shout out goes to Samuel Perry Falvey. You can see him on LinkedIn and stuff. He does obviously Creative Deploy, which is all the effects you can see, and then you can see with Louis Mardlin and Ren Gill as well did the art direction, which I think is pretty cool. Like honestly, fair play. The artistic side behind it, which it just I really, I've got to say it, Stan. I just don't think this sort of shit gets enough love. 322,000 views, man. No offense. I see some videos and I'm like, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. And it's like, right, well done. You've got a lyric, well done. And they'll have like 2 million views. And it's just because the music industry pushes them out because, you know, well, I'm not going to go into it because...
You know, and of course, this is a very absolute touching sort of song in reference to, like, you know, suicide. You know, those that have been affected by suicide. You know, feel free to share your stories. You know, we're a very welcoming community here, and of course, you know, seek help if you need it.
I know, guys. I know the video is very hard. Thank you very much for grinding it with us to the end. It was very hard to watch, but if you did like our commentary over it, please like, subscribe, click that bell so you can see us in future videos. And like Stan said, leave recommendations so we can carry on because it was this recommendation that got us here was yours.